You know that feeling, right? Every single morning, you grab your phone, maybe your tablet, open the laptop, and boom, it's just this instant avalanche.
Yeah, totally buried.
Exactly. And it's not just like the sheer number of emails or documents or notifications, it's how spread out everything is. You've got
Yeah.
tasks in one app, files maybe on Dropbox and Google Drive, notes scattered.
It's fragmented. That's the word. And that fragmentation, that constant switching between how things are organized on different devices, your computer, your phone, the cloud, it's actually a huge drain on your mental energy.
Totally. So the real problem, the one you face every day, is how do you get a grip? How do you create some kind of coherent organization across all of it and manage what you need to do without feeling totally lost in this digital mess?
Well, the digital age, it promised us, empowerment, didn't it? But for a lot of people, it just delivered overwhelm. And that inconsistency you mentioned, that's a massive tax on your brain's processing power. So to tackle this head on, the research team at University 365, they developed a framework.
Mm.
But it's less about just like filing folders and more a whole behavioral system, really.
Okay, and that's what we're diving into today. It's called late EPS, and that's pronounced like, well, your lip.
Exactly. LIPS like lips.
And it comes with this mandatory workflow engine called CARE. So LEAT S stands for Life Interests Project System, and CARE is Collect, Action, Plan, Review, Execute. Our mission for this deep dive is to really unpack how this system aims to structure, well, your whole life, kind of blending your personal goals with your professional ones. They call it the Successful Life Operating System, SLOS. Big claim.
It is a big claim, and it warrants to look at where it came from. LAPS was developed by Alec Morias and his team at University 365 precisely because, well, the existing systems, while really useful in parts, they kind of missed the bigger picture, the holistic nature of modern life.
Right. I mean, I think a lot of our listeners will know the big names already. You've got David Allen's GTD, Getting Things Done, which is just brilliant for capturing tasks, right?
Oh, absolutely foundational.
And maybe they've tried Tiago Forte's PRA system projects, areas, resources, archives. That really brought in this idea of a digital hierarchy. LPS seems to build on those, capturing tasks efficiently like GTD.
It definitely does. It really stands on the shoulders of those giants, and it integrates ideas from people like Cal Newport, his focus on deep work, avoiding distractions.
Yeah, deep work is crucial.
And James Clear's atomic habits for building consistency. Even neuroscience hacks, things popularized by experts like Andrew Huberman, are woven in.
Okay, but hold on. If PRA already uses areas for things like health, finance, relationships, why does LPS need its own thing, this ULM framework tied to the life pillar? Isn't that just reinventing the wheel? What's the really key difference here that makes LPS, well, necessary?
That is the million-dollar question, isn't it? And it really comes down to the difference between just organizing stuff and living intentionally. GTD and PRA, they're mostly focused on output and storage, getting things done and filing them away. They basically treat life management, health, relationships, personal growth as just another folder, an area that, let's be honest, might or might not get looked at regularly.
True.
LPS, by baking in the ULM framework that's University 365 Life Management, it insists that your professional work, your projects, everything, has to align with your intentional life design first.
Ah, so the L for life in LPS isn't just a category, it's the foundation. It forces you to think about balance from the start.
Precisely. LBS mandates that structure. When you set up your system, that life pillar is right there, front and center. It's powered by ULM and this engine called EVA, Explore, Visualize, Act.
Okay, EVA.
Yeah, think of ULM as this mandatory life balance audit. It forces your whole system across every single device you use to have these dedicated, non-negotiable areas of life that you have to check in on regularly.
So can you break down those 6 ULM domains for us? What are they?
Sure. They're designed to cover, well, the whole person. First, body and health, nutrition, exercise, checkups. Then mind and spirit learning, meditation, mindfulness, whatever feeds your inner world.
Okay.
Third is character and emotion, self-awareness, managing how you react to things. Fourth, relationships, family, friends, your community connections.
Makes sense.
Fifth is career and finance, your job, your business, your money management. And finally, quality of life. This covers hobbies, travel, entertainment, things that bring joy.
Got it. 6 core areas.
And that EVA engine, explore, visualize, act it. Make sure that the projects you take on, the PARI and LIPS, are actually connected to exploring ideas, visualizing goals, and taking action within those 6 life domains. It helps prevent that classic burnout scenario where You kill it at work, but your health or relationships fall apart.
Okay, I see how that ULM integration forces a holistic view. Now, that structural consistency sounds really important. You mentioned replicating LIPS across every digital tool.
Yes, absolutely critical. The 4 pillars, life, interests, projects, systems, they need to be exactly the same structure in your computer's file folders,
Yeah.
your email folders, your note-taking app like Evernote or Obsidian, your task manager, everywhere.
And the benefit is?
It's about cognitive load. That consistency is like magic for your brain. Whether you grab your phone or sit down at your main computer, your brain instantly knows the map. It knows exactly where to find things or where to put things without thinking. It becomes automatic.
Okay, so we've got L for life, powered by ULM. What about the other letters? I, P, S.
Right. Next up is I for interests. Think of this as your personal library or R&D department. It's for passions, hobbies, skills you're learning, future opportunities that don't have a hard deadline yet.
So, like, if I'm researching AI trends just out of curiosity or learning photography or maybe planning to learn sailing someday.
Exactly. All the articles, notes, resources related to those go into interests. It's like an incubator for future projects or just things that enrich your life.
Okay, makes sense. Then P for projects. This sounds more familiar, like the actionable stuff.
It is. This is where things with defined outcomes and deadlines live, and it's usually split into 2 main subfolders, current and past.
Right.
So current might be projects like launch new website or plan summer vacation 2025. Past is for completed things you might need to refer back to, like published research paper or completed kitchen renovation, archived but accessible.
Got it. And the last one, S for system.
This is kind of the meta level. It deals with all the supporting tools and infrastructure for your system. So information about your IT setup, software licenses, cloud service details, phone settings, maybe even templates or configuration files for the apps you use to run LilyPS itself.
Ah, okay. So it's the stuff about the system.
Precisely. It keeps the operational side organized too.
All right, so we have this really clear LiPS architecture. Life, interests, projects, system, consistent everywhere. That tackles the storage and retrieval problem. But, just having folders doesn't stop the daily flood. You need something to process everything coming in, right? Keep it clean.
Exactly. Structure without flow leads to clutter, just maybe organized clutter. That's where CARE comes in. It's the workflow engine.
The engine, I like that.
It's a simple but really powerful 4-step cycle. You should ideally run it daily or very regularly to process everything that lands in your digital app.
Yeah.
It stops things from just piling up or getting forgotten.
Okay, let's walk through CARE. Step 1.
Step 1 is collect. Super simple. Capture everything that comes your way. Emails, meeting notes, scribbles on paper, documents people send you, ideas that pop into your head. Get it into an inbox, digital or physical. The mantra is whatever happens, LiPS or lose it.
LiPS it or lose it. Okay. Capture first, then what?
Immediately move to step 2, action plan. This is triage time. You look at each item you collected. Ask yourself, does this require action? If yes, can I do it in, say, less than 5 minutes?
Ah, the classic GTD 2-minute rule, essentially.
Right. Yeah, though LIPS suggests maybe 5 minutes. If you can do it that quickly, just do it right then and there. Get it off your plate.
Okay.
If it takes longer, don't do it now. Schedule it. Put it on your calendar. Add it to your task list with a deadline. Assign it to the relevant LIPS project. The key phrase here is do it or schedule it. Don't let it linger in the inbox.
Right, so process everything out of the inbox, do it or schedule it. What's step 3?
Step 3 is review. And honestly, this is the step most people skip and why systems tend to fall apart.
Review.
LIPS insists on structured, regular check-ins, daily quick review, a more thorough weekly review, maybe a monthly or quarterly check-in. You're looking at your upcoming tasks, your calendar, your project progress, and critically, you're checking if it all still aligns with those big picture goals in your life pillar, those ULM domains.
So it's not just reviewing tasks, it's reviewing alignment.
Exactly. Are you spending time on the right things according to the life you want to live? If not, you adjust. The mantra is review it and reschedule it. Keep things current and relevant.
Okay. Collect, action plan, review. What's the final step?
Finally, step 4 is execute. This is where you actually do the work you scheduled. But it's not just about grinding. Following neuroscience principles, it's about working in focused blocks, respecting your natural energy levels, and honoring the schedule you thoughtfully created during the action plan and review steps. So the mantra is simple. Do it on time.
Collect, action plan, review, execute. CARE. It seems straightforward but powerful if you stick to it.
That's the key. Consistency.
Now let's talk synergy. This is where, for me, it gets really interesting. You said LibPS is holistic. It's not just GTDs getting things done, but about getting the right things done while actually, living the life you want. Let's go back to that PRA comparison. You said PRA might just archive travel notes under resources. How does LibPS handle that differently to make it more alive?
Okay, great example. It's about context and connection. In PRA, those travel notes might sit in resources or maybe archives. They're stored, but they're sort of static.
Right.
In LibPS, those same travel notes don't just sit in one place. They're inherently linked across the pillars because of the ULM framework. First, they clearly relate to your life. Quality of life domain travel is part of your intentional life design.
Okay, so it's tied to a core life value.
Exactly. Second, if you're planning your next trip, those notes become active resources for project, like Planned Italy Trip 2025. And third, maybe you used a specific budgeting app or booking site. Details about that might live under system.
So LibPS forces you to see the connections between a simple note and your broader life goals and active projects.
Yes. It provides meaning and context. It turns static information into dynamic fuel for your life plan. It connects the dots.
Yeah. And this connected structure, this is what enables the SLOS, the Successful Life Operating System, especially when you bring AI into the mix. Now, the source material mentions context engineering and something called the UP method. This sounds like it might be the real game changer, turning LPS from just a really good organizing system into something more.
I think it is.
Yeah.
It's the integration point that unlocks serious power. Because LPS is so structured and consistent across your entire digital life, it's perfect for what University 365 calls context engineering.
Okay.
The UP method, that's University 365, prompting, it's a specific way to interact with AI assistants, whether it's Copilot, ChatGPT, or others. The core idea is you don't just ask a generic question, you first provide highly relevant context. And with LIPS, you can easily package up an entire relevant section of your digital brain as context.
So instead of the AI giving a general answer based on the whole internet, it's getting an answer based on my specific organized information from LIPS, like a personalized briefing file.
Exactly that. A UP context file. Let's run that healthcare example. It makes it really clear. Imagine you've been diligent. You've used LIPS and CARE to collect and file all your personal health info, blood test results, doctor's notes, medication lists, maybe even symptoms you tracked, all neatly organized under life, body, and health.
Okay, got my health history locked down in LIPS.
Right. Now, you have a question, maybe about an over-the-counter medicine you're thinking of taking. Instead of just Googling it, you use the UP method. You provide your AI agent with a relevant context file extracted from your LibPS body and health section. Then you ask your specific question, like, given my documented heart condition and my latest blood work results from last month stored in this file, is it advisable for me to occasionally take this specific pain reliever?
Wow, so the AI isn't guessing, it has my actual data.
Precisely. Instead of getting generic warnings scraped from the web, you get a highly personalized, nuanced answer based on your specific health profile stored in LibS. It moves you from just finding information to getting actionable, personalized insights. It's almost like having a consulting specialist who knows your entire history instantly.
That's actually pretty powerful. That feels like a glimpse of that superhuman potential they talk about.
It really is. And it works just as well for other areas, like career planning.
How so? Give me an example.
Okay, let's say you capture an idea for angling for a promotion. You file it under LibS Life, a Career in Finance. Using CARE, maybe you create a small project to explore this. Now, you use the UP method with Copilot or another AI. You give it context, maybe your resume, recent project summaries, performance reviews, all stored within LibS. Then you prompt it, defining its role. Adopt the persona of an experienced career coach. Based on my provided LibS context file detailing my career history, skills, and goals, suggest 3 concrete, actionable steps I can take in the next 6 months to best position myself for a promotion to target role.
And because the AI has your specific background.
It doesn't give you generic advice like network more. It might suggest specific skills to highlight, projects to volunteer for that align with company priorities you've documented, or people to connect with based on your stored relationship map, perhaps. Highly tailored, relevant steps.
And then critically, I assume you take that AI output and file it back into LibPS, maybe under that career project.
Absolutely. You capture the AI suggestions, maybe refine them, schedule actions using CARE. It becomes part of your ongoing plan, creating this continuous feedback loop where your system gets smarter and your actions get more targeted.
Okay, that really ties it all together. The LIPIA structure provides the consistent foundation, CARE keeps it running smoothly, ULM ensures it's aligned with your life, and then AI, using the UP method with context from LEPIAS, acts like these incredibly knowledgeable personal assistants. That is a successful life operating system.
That's the vision. And the encouraging part is, getting started isn't some monumental task. University 365 emphasizes microlearning. Learning to implement LMPS can take maybe just 30 minutes a week using resources like their U365 5MTS, that's 5 Minutes to Success publications. It's designed to integrate into your life, not take it over.
So let's leave our listeners with a final thought to mull over. In this age where we're drowning in information, success isn't really just about knowing more stuff, is it?
No, not anymore. It's about being able to effectively organize and use what you know, aligning it with what truly matters to you so you can live better, more intentionally.
So think about your own workflow right now. Honestly, how much of your time and mental energy is spent just searching? Searching for that email, that document, that note you know you saved somewhere, versus the time you spend actually using that information to make progress, whether it's in your career, your health, or your personal projects.
That search time, that's friction. It's wasted potential. Building a comprehensive system, a successful life operating system like LAPS, is really about removing that friction. It's key to unlocking your potential. Truly, whatever your age, whatever you do for work or in life, stop searching, start doing, start succeeding.
A powerful thought. Maybe it's time to explore becoming a University 365 member and start building that system.
It's certainly an investment in reclaiming your time and focus in an increasingly demanding world.